The ultimate goal has been and continues to be to preserve the future of professional basketball here in the Northwest region, and to do it in a way that I think reaffirms our commitment to our fans.
On October 25, 2006, the NBA Board of Governors approved the sale of the Seattle SuperSonics.
This is extremely difficult, and for me personally, disappointing. I'm really proud to be able to announce that after careful analysis of all the possible scenarios, the Basketball Club of Seattle has entered into an agreement with the Professional Basketball Club, LLC, to purchase the Seattle SuperSonics.
The buyer was an Oklahoma City businessman named Clay Bennett. We're excited about owning one of the outstanding franchises in sports in one of America's greatest cities.
I took that responsibility to heart and very, very seriously. And culminating today, the responsibility is now passed on to this group and to Clay Bennett. And I believe in my heart that he understands the public trust of Seattle and the Northwest and is going to try and do everything he can to keep the team here. We arrived at a place with a buyer who really wants to stay here. And we would not have sold it to a new owner who we felt was going to take the team away.
That email was sent by Bennett's co-owner 14 days after the sale closed. July 18, 2006, sale agreed. Bennett promises good faith effort to keep team in Seattle.
5 years ago, when I sat here and was in a position to buy the team, I remember saying that I viewed this as my responsibility as part of the public trust. Public trust. I honestly believe that this group led by Clay wants to stay in Seattle, and I believe that they are better positioned than we are to convince the city, the state, and obviously political leaders that if they can't arrive at an acceptable deal, that unfortunately the team wouldn't stay here.
August 2nd, 2006. McClendon sends Sonic Boom email celebrating Oklahoma City.
My absolute feeling and notion in that email is I'm a man possessed. I am only beginning. I will do everything I can to get this done in Seattle. And there's been an enormous misunderstanding of that, misrepresentation of that. It's been misconstrued, I'm not sure which. But I was speaking about my commitment to a process in Seattle.
October 31st, 2006, NBA officially approves sale.
I guess since most of our cities have, or the great majority have, state-of-the-art facilities that enable their teams to compete in our league, I think it says congratulations to them.
As difficult as this is for Seattle, and I know it is, as a sports fan, it's very difficult, and I appreciate the...
6 months after the sale, Bennett's partner Tom Ward sent an email. Is there any way to move here for the next season, or are we doomed to have another lame duck season in Seattle? I'm a man possessed. We'll do everything we can. Thanks for hanging with me, boys. The game is getting started. Bennett later testified this meant he was possessed to keep the team in Seattle. The attorney asked if he'd replied clarifying that. He said he had not. We didn't buy the team to keep it in Seattle. We hope to come here. Aubrey McClendon, the Journal Record, August 2007. As absolutely remarkable as it may seem, Aubrey and I have never discussed moving the Sonics to Oklahoma City. Both documents are in the public record. Both cannot be true. June 2007, Bennett's arena consultant begins reaching out to Oklahoma City's manager about deal negotiations, while Bennett is publicly promising to negotiate in Seattle. November 2007, Bennett notifies NBA of intent to relocate. April 2008, subpoenaed emails enter public record. City of Seattle files lawsuit.
Our goals at the city for this settlement were two: to protect the taxpayers' investment in Key Arena and have a long-term future for professional basketball in Seattle. But at the end of the day, all that would have gotten us was 2 years. And at the end of that 2 years, we would have had a very bad relationship with the league, no team, and really no prospects. We think we have the pieces to be more likely to be successful than had we waited until the judge is ruling it for.
No one's happy that we're losing the Sonics. The mayor has repeatedly stressed the importance to me of keeping the Sonics here. Short of that, this is a very good deal.
April 18, 2008, NBA Board of Governors votes 28-2 to approve relocation. July 2, 2008, settlement reached. Bennett pays $45 million to break the lease. The Sonics became the Thunder. They took Durant with them. Clay Bennett named chairman, NBA Relocation Committee.
Two other questions before we leave you this morning. Number one is the Seattle Sonics are now in Oklahoma City. They're now in the NBA Finals, which begins this evening. Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Are you sorry you let them slip away and you sold them?
Listen, I wish the NBA well, and I wish Oklahoma City well. I'm not here to talk about basketball, Charlie. I'm here to talk about the biggest problem facing America, and that is 14 million people are unemployed, many Hispanics and African Americans, and businesses and business leaders need to do more.
The man who relocated a franchise through documented deception, whose co-owner was fined for admitting it, whose emails were subpoenaed and entered into federal court, was appointed chairman of the committee that decides who gets to relocate. Bennett now enforced these rules. 2 years after his appointment, the Sacramento Kings owner reached an agreement to sell the franchise to a Seattle group.
How honored we are with the vote of the Board of Governors and the support of our application to relocate.
Do you feel like you genuinely have negotiated in good faith to do all you possibly can to not relocate?
No question about it. No question about it. I think about it all the time. And we could not engender the leadership of the marketplace to support the development of a new building. As difficult as this is for Seattle, and I know it is, as a sports fan, it's very difficult, and I appreciate the history and the fans and the people connected, but decisions have now been made, and the path is clear as to what's going to take place in the next 2 years, and we have to move on.
Chris Hansen, Steve Ballmer, the same Steve Ballmer who had tried to keep the Sonics in Seattle 5 years earlier and failed. The Kings owner wanted to sell. The Seattle group had the money. The city had an arena plan. The relocation committee voted. The man who took Seattle's team decided Seattle couldn't have one. All 30 NBA owners vote to approve expansion exploration, Seattle and Las Vegas. Seattle is buying back something that was taken from it at 20 times the price. Bennett paid $45 million to break the lease in 2008. Seattle will pay up to $10 billion to get a team in 2028. The NBA's relocation rules exist to protect cities from exactly this. The man who ran those rules already knew that. The collective bargaining agreement expires December 31, 2029. The new Seattle franchise will negotiate its first player contracts inside it. And you know we'll be reading those too. This is Beyond the Buzzer. We read the fine print so you don't have to.